beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team. But he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
It's now 4th down.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Bulldozes past him. Breaks the tackle, now rally. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it often, and they want to carve some holes out there for him.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now they try the right side here. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He's going to air one out.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw again on second down. Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Being chased out left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert going to try and run. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Yes, a quick pass to Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Now Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Kick is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms to find out who advances to the divisional round. Let's get you back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To the air, Allen. But escapes the sack. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And again, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 48-yard line.
Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. Touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 30 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Bills 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now they try the right side here, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Herbert now. Flush to his right. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered it.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are right back in this football game.
Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Number 28. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Allen looking for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. He's going to keep this again.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Herbert.
And that's complete to Adams. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wide.